Well, hey folks, Real Honesty with Joe Midlands, my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 28 Night 2 event. I want to provide a very, very quick update though before I get into the review, and this will be quick. I will have to likely miss the Night 3 event due to work and the July 30th event due to work. I have to work sometimes 90 minutes earlier than I do on a Saturday or Sunday when it comes to a Monday shift. So I apologize for that, but I will try to have reviews up of at least 17 of the 19 events. So thank you guys very much. I really do appreciate the continued support for not just New Japan reviews, but my channel. Thank you, fellow wrestling fans, for allowing me to just entertain you guys with my banter and my weirdness and the fact that I'm completely tired when I do a lot of these reviews. I really do appreciate those. So again, won't be able to review 2 of them, the ones that fall on a Monday. Other events I should no doubt be able to review, and thank you guys very much for that. Now, let's get cracking on with this review. It was at the same venue that night. One was at the Ota City General Gymnasium. I apologize if for any reason I mispronounce Ota. And a great hype package. It was very well done. I'm really, really impressed with the hype packages that New Japan does. You had Rocky Romero, Kevin Kelly, and Don Callis on commentary. And you had Chase Owens and Hangman Page versus Michael Elgin and Shota Umino. This was a match that I kind of tuned out of. I mean, it was to hype Page. It was to hype Page and Elgin, basically. It wasn't bad. Owens ends up pinning Umino. Yeah, shocking. Shocking that, Chase Owens, of all people, got the pin. I mean, whatever. Chase is going to be one of those mid-card guys in New Japan, like, probably for life, but that's okay. I mean, they need certain guys that can just be, mid-card guys. So, it was a fine match. It was a fine opener. It was very quick. And then we go to Sho and Yoshihashi versus Bushi and Evil. Everything is Weevil or Evil, whatever you're into. Well wrestled. Evil and Yoshihashi on Monday. That's certainly going to be great. That's certainly going to be actually a whole lot better, I think, than a couple of the matches they're going to have on the Monday show. Evil tapped Sho, and that was really, really good. I really enjoyed it for what it was. It wasn't fantastic, but it did its job to hype an upcoming match. And then Hinari and Makabe versus Minoru Suzuki and El Desperado. And oh look, the match is outside already. A Suzuki-gun match where guardrails are used and fans are likely put in danger because Suzuki gives absolutely zero fucks. I'm shocked. I'm totally shocked. I'm not shocked at all. But it was good tag action. I mean, you're going to get that with Suzuki and El Desperado. They work really well together. And Hinari is certainly a rising star. Makabe is just crazy. I mean, not that anybody... I think El Desperado might have been the most dialed down of anybody in this match. What happened to that rumored El Desperado versus Dragon Lee mask versus mask match? Are they going to do that? I know they have a cross promotion with CMLL. Anybody know an update on that? Somebody want to let me know? Anyway, Suzuki ends up pinning Hinari. And then Suzuki's scares the announcers at ringside, and Callis screams like a woman and runs off. And there's nothing wrong with screaming like a woman. It's just funny to see, to just hear a guy, a heel announcer just scream so falsetto and run away. It was pretty funny. But yeah, Suzuki pins Hinari. Hinari, I think, if not next year, by 2020, will be in the G1, and I think we'll start to have some good showings. If he's in the G1 next year, if he's the 20th entrant, I'm not going to be opposed to that. I think this guy's got a bright future. And then Okada and Gato versus Tongaloa and Bad Luck Fale. And this is the hype, Okada versus Fale. Scooby-Dooby-Doo from Okada. Just him making fun of Ospreay or paying homage to Ospreay. I'm not really sure. All I know is Okada's insane. He's like Pennywise, the Rainmaker clown, with all the balloons and stuff. This was entertainment. Of course, anytime Gato's in a damn match, 99 out of 98 times he's going to take the pin. And he did. I know that's not exact math, but the whole point is usually when he's there to take the pin. It was fun for what it was. Tongan Driver by Tongaloa beat Gato. Bad Luck Fale tried the Bad Luck Fall on Okada outside the ring. That did not work. Okada got away. So, okay, we hyped this match that's going to be taking place on Monday. And then Tanahashi and David Finlay versus Yo and White. Yo, Whitey. Had to say it. Had to say, okay, I didn't have to say it, but I did anyway. Jay White being a great heel. First he was gonna leave, and then he's like to Yo, no, it'll be alright, just follow my lead. Of course, Jay White just causing tons of chaos within chaos. I think we all knew that this was going to happen, though. I mean, I think it was pretty obvious from New Year's Dash that this was going to happen, that Jay White was just a loose cannon. In any group he's part of, it's just to benefit himself. He's going to be a tremendous heel for a number of years in New Japan, especially if he sticks to it. If he ever goes to another company, hey, whatever. But I'm just saying, if New Japan can keep him locked up, they have a really good heel on their hands. He's getting better in the ring. He's getting more confident in the ring. Because if anybody remembers, and just a little sidetrack, that match with Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom 12, and I know Jay White had just come back from excursion. That match seemed a little bit off. Seemed a little bit off to me. And it wasn't bad. It just seemed a little bit off. And maybe that's just because Wrestle Kingdom was stacked. Since then, especially beating Kenny Omega, but especially since then, I liked Jay White's match versus Hangman Page. I liked that match for Strong Style Evolved. I enjoyed that one. It wasn't great, and it had the unfortunate death slot of being right before the main event, but I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun match. But anyway, Jay White's gotten a lot better. His confidence has gotten a lot better, and it's really showing, and is just permeating with, he's just permeating with it. His character is really improving. I really can't wait to see what this man does. But anyway, it was basically hype for Tanahashi versus Jay White, a, Wrestle Kingdom 12 rematch, as I just said. Finlay and Yo kept the pace going. That was pretty enjoyable. White was trying to get, poison Yo and try and get him to use a chair after White had used it on the outside on Tanahashi. He's like trying to get him to use a chair. Yo's like, no, I will not do that. No, Yo, you will not do that. And then, of course, Prima Nocha for the victory. David Finlay pins Yo, and it was a good match. And it was good storytelling. This right here was probably the best of the tag matches, and that's nothing against anybody involved in the other ones, but this had probably the best storytelling. The one with Suzuki and Makabe on either side actually had some good storytelling, and you're just going to get wild brawls with that. This probably had the best storytelling, because more stuff is chaos just going to be completely done. What's going to happen? And then we go to, and these are B-block matches for tonight. First night of the B-block, we had Ishii versus Yano. This match was better than I expected. Yano can't fight the old instincts of taking those turnbuckle pads off and trying to do low blows, but he's trying to do better. And he did some really good chain wrestling. Like, Yano's a damn good wrestler. It's kind of like with Taguchi, yet I find Yano more entertaining. It's nothing against Taguchi. Taguchi's an entertaining guy and is really skilled in the ring. But it's like, with any comedy wrestler, you suddenly forget, oh yeah, they are really, really good wrestlers. So it was good stuff. He had some good exchange with Ishii. And Ishii out Yano'd Yano by hitting a low blow while the ref was distracted, and Ishii gained the victory. So I thought that was kind of nice, because Yano's always managed to win a lot of matches, unless it's against Sabre Jr., and he traps his arm there and almost snaps his arm and his legs. He out Yano'd Yano, and that was a pretty damn cool moment. It was entertaining. Ishii got the victory. Yano will probably get, I say, 4 or 5 victories in this tournament, and I think that'll be nice. It'll be interesting to see. I certainly didn't mind this match. It was a nice little way to build up on the B block for later on. Juice versus Tama Tonga was the next one, and Tongaloa was out there, and he kept interfering. Of course, the referee didn't see it. Good wrestling, as you would expect with these guys. Tama Tonga is really good. Juice is really, really improved. I'm very impressed with what he's been able to do in the last 3 years since he left WWE NXT. I'm so happy he left. I mean, look at the man now. Look at how well he's doing. I mean, with that look and with that much passion for the business, he was too good there. He needed to go out and flourish in New Japan, and he is, and he's become one of their brightest stars that they've been able to import. His focus on the hand, of course, that was going to happen. And after Tongaloa kept interfering, Juice brought him in the ring, hit him with the cast, because, Juice was going to be disqualified if he used a cast. But he didn't use it on his opponent. He used it on somebody that wasn't actually in the match. So it fit, And then, of course, Gun Stun. By the way, I forgot to write down your name, but thank you if you watch this, thank you very much for telling me what the exact name of Tama Tonga's finisher was. I really do appreciate that. Hits the Gun Stun for the win. Comment below if you watch this video, and I'll try to say, okay, yeah, next time I'll write it down. But thank you very much for that. Gun Stun for the win. Tama Tonga advances, with 2 points. I mean, obviously, it's like a point system thing, and Juice will get some victories, but could this possibly mean that if Tama Tonga doesn't win, we get a U.S. title feud? There's a lot of ways they can go with it, and I'm certainly here for it. It's going to be fun. And then Hiroki Goto versus Sanada. Sanada still, his hair looks great. This was a really, really good match. This is when things really started to get better. The last 3 matches just got better and better. And it's not slight in the first 2 B-block matches. But you had focus on Sonata's arm and focus on Goto's neck. It was really, really good exchanges. Some of the moves they did were like, oh shit, Sonata hurt his arm, or oh, he can't use all this strength. Goto can't hit as many moves as he usually does, as many power moves because of his neck. And it was really, really good back and forth. I mean, really impressive. I thought Sonata was going to win. I thought he was going to. He didn't. And there were some reverse GTRs, and then GTR for the win, finally, after some great reversals and some skull ends that Goto managed to either counter or get to the ropes from. This was a really, really good match. A bit of an underrated gem, I think. By the time the tournament's done, this match might be forgotten about. It's none of my favorite matches of the year list, but it certainly over-delivered compared to what I thought it would do as far as where it was placed in the card. So it was really, really good stuff. And for the first night, B Block is certainly delivering. They're delivering better in the A Block, especially with the last 2 matches. But Goto and Sonata certainly had a very good exchange here. And finally, just that effort of all the counters and everything, and finally hitting that GTR. That's how you build up something. That's how you keep a move over. And then we have Kota Ibushi versus Sabre Jr. Come on over here. I'm trying to do a yelling Taka voice, and I can't because my voice is still shot. Also, it is 2:30 in the morning. I don't want to wake up my neighbors. But great technical wrestling. What do you expect with this? Kota, when he was finally able to start hitting some kicks, Zack just... The announcers told a story, commentary told a story that Zack is lean, so he's able to do all this stuff and slip in and out of places, which whatever they're into is their business, and whatever you're into is your business. Sorry, I had to make one dirty joke, 1 per list. And once Kota started kicking, they were like, Zack doesn't have the meat on his body to absorb those kicks, so they hurt a lot more. And it was good storytelling. It was really good storytelling. I was very impressed. Great momentum switches, just like countering. Zack countering into various submissions. Kota not able to hit, the moonsault to the outside because Zack Sabre Jr. got a leg lock on the ring apron. But Kota was able to start hitting some big kicks and some big moves and stuff like that. And Zack had answers for some of them, but other times he just got his chest caved in. This was damn good stuff. This was one of those that's just really, really, really enjoyable. It's hard for me really to describe it. This is one of those you're almost going to have to go watch, and hopefully you have watched the matches by the time you watch the review. I mean, I appreciate if you guys watch the reviews and don't watch the matches, but New Japan's one of those where you really should go out of your way. If you don't see the tag matches on any of these shows, any of these G1 shows, at least watch the block matches. That's maybe 2 hours of your time a day, tops, and it's worth it. It's like what they did for the Best of Super Juniors, the VOD episodes that they did. Sometimes that was like maybe 60, 75 minutes of your time, and it was well worth it. But okay, Kamigoya, I believe that's how it's said. Ibushi's, just big knee finisher, just smashing knee right into a face. Face of anybody, it doesn't matter, except Kenny. Kota will not do that to Kenny until Wrestle Kingdom 13. He may not face Kenny there. He may help Naito win. Again, but check out, by the way, if you want my ideas on a full predictions thing of what I thought of who I thought would, advance and win the G1. Check out my night one review. But yeah, this was a really good match. Kota and Sabre Jr. delivered well. Sabre Jr., who had beaten Kota in the New Japan Cup and had beaten a bunch of people, don't get me wrong, and he had a great match with Okada at Sakura Genesis. I did reviews all of those too, by the way. This was great. This was great stuff. And Kota getting the victory, it certainly showed that he earned it. He really did earn it. And oh boy, when Kota and Kenny face off, oh, that's going to be good stuff. And I mean in the G1. And then we get to, speaking of Kenny Omega versus Tetsuya Naito. Oh yes, this is the kind of wrestling I like. They've had some classics before. They had one in 2016, the G1. They've had plenty of, good encounters, whether in tag matches or this kind of stuff. Good to great encounters, depending on, how you view things. I really did enjoy their one in 2016. This measured up to it because both have been through a whole lot more. And I mean, the roles are flipped a little bit because you have Kenny as a champion. Naito just doing the great things he's doing. I'm just saying Kenny was finally able to attain the championship. So was he going to take it easy? I mean, obviously he wouldn't. Would Naito be able to beat him? He almost did. Honestly, I thought Naito was going to beat him here. And that would have been a hell of a shocking moment. But this one's going to be hard for me really to describe the spots. So I'm going to describe a few, and then I'm just going to recommend you guys watch it. But the one-upping with the gimmick stealing, the Bullet Club thing, or, this. And then huge dive to the outside by Kenny. The Young Lions managing to move the barricade enough so Kenny could clear it, which is good. And it's not that Kenny doesn't have the leaping ability. The human body can only do so many things, so it's good to try and work around it so wrestlers don't kill themselves for the sake of our entertainment, even though they put their bodies through hell every single night. So many reversals, a Destino out of nowhere. There were a few Destinos in this and a ton of V-triggers. Not as many, obviously, in previous matches because this didn't go as long as some of the matches, as, some Omega matches or even some Naito matches. But also 30-minute time limits for any of these block matches until I assume you get to the finals, and then the finals doesn't have a time limit, or unless it has a 60-minute time limit. Sorry, a little tired, so I don't exactly remember. But, all these moves and all these dangerous spots and stuff like this. And I know I'm saying, a lot, but it was really just damn good. And finally, he and the One-Wing Angel, Naito could not kick out. 1, 2, 3, great stuff. Omega cuts a promo afterwards, does his typical stuff. He speaks a lot of Japanese. They had to have translations, which is just as well. But that's fine. I mean, I can put up with it for the great service that New Japan puts on. I'll put up with the fact that people speak Japanese because, it's a Japanese wrestling promotion that has American influences and is trying to get a foothold in America and is doing a pretty good job of it. So I'll put up with the fact that they're speaking Japanese and try to learn some. I'm failing miserably because I suck at even learning English. And I grew up on English. But anyway, enough of that. Omega cut a promo. Good stuff. Really enjoyable. I'm going to say a B+ for sure. Actually, I'll say a B+. B+ to A-. I'm waffling between that. I'll say B+. Because the last two matches in particular are the ones you really, really need to watch. The block matches were the best part of it. The tag matches were basically a wash outside of what Jay White did. So this was better. This was a much more solid B+, where I waffled between a B- and a B yesterday for night one. So yeah, I gotta say B+. Really enjoyable last couple matches. Well worth checking this out. And if nothing more, at least check out the block matches from all the G1 shows. Really, really worth it. If you can't check out the tag matches, at least check out those. Anyway, that's what I have to say. What do you guys have to say? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe also. It's been Real Honesty with John Ritlin. If I can be here for night 3, I will be. Otherwise, I will see you for the Thursday show. See you soon.